Alright, guys, it's the first episode of Rizzle Games, and today we will be playing Dragon Ball Z Boost Fury. It's an RPG for the Game Boy Advance. There are two other ones that come before this, the Legacy of Goku 1 and Legacy of Goku 2. Now, I'm starting with this one because it is my favorite. I don't know if I'm going to go through the other two prequels to this game. I just might. It depends. But for now, we are going to start with this game. I think this game came out in 2004 or 5, maybe, I want to believe. I think I was in maybe 7th or 8th grade when this game came out, so it holds a lot of history with me. Me and my cousins got this game, and we decided to have a contest to see who could beat it the most times within a week. I think the score now between me and my cousin is 75-73 my way. But I have played this game and beaten it completely a total of 300 times. No joke, people. You can tell this is my favorite of the three. So, we're going to get started. I will try to do 2 chapters minimum, but it will probably be 1 chapter a day per video. So, let's get started. As you can see, I already have the game here, but that was just a test file. We'll start with... Actually, yeah, we'll start with this. We'll start with game 2. Alright, let's go. Previously on Dragon Ball Z, Legacy of Goku 2. Oh, hey, look, it's a mini Cell Sprite, and that is the wrong outfit for Gohan, but okay. Goku's son Gohan was able to tap into his deepest powers and finally destroy the monstrous Cell. Finally, after years of turmoil caused by Dr. Gero's androids, the Earth was brought back to normal. I love that Chi-Chi sprite. Fun fact though, that Chi-Chi sprite has been throughout all of the Dragon Ball Z RPGs. Like, even in Legacy of Goku 1, they use that Chi-Chi sprite, which is weird, but it's fun. Except for one thing. Goku, who was killed in a desperate attempt to defeat Cell, could not be revived by the powers of the Earth Dragon. Man, I was about to botch that up heavily. Fun. The Trunk sprite. That's so wonderful. I love that. Anyway, oh wow. I did not notice that Android 18 sprite still had her jacket, but guys, I'm going to be rambling through this, so just bear with me. And despite a clever plan to bring him back to life, Goku decided it'd be safer for the Earth, if he didn't return. And so, his friends and family were forced to say goodbye to the Saiyan they loved. Also, that game took place during the Android Saga, which is my favorite saga in all of Dragon Ball Z. So, that just holds a special place in my heart, though. Not gonna lie, it really does. Despite this terrible loss, sorry, I can't words, the world was finally at peace. Or was it? I kind of wish I had the announcer's voice from DBZ, because his voice is just fantastic, though. It's simply amazing. Somewhere on planet Earth, something ancient and horrible was sleeping, a terror beyond imagination. And the forces of evil were preparing to awaken it from its primal imprisonment. Oh wow, I was about to really botch that up. Dragon Ball Z, Boost Fury. Chapter 1, The Other World. Meanwhile, millions of light years above, along the winding tracks of Snake Way, Goku was adjusting well to life in the other world. Oh my gosh. I forgot how long Snake Way was. Listen, King Kai, can't you run any faster? We're not making very good time. Okay, so, guys, sorry about this. My Facebook notifications are on, and yeah, you now know I'm doing this from a computer. So, if you happen to see text messages or things going on, I'm doing this from my MacBook. So, yeah. I'm using an emulator called the OpenEMU emulator for MacBook users. If you have not checked it out, please do. It is fantastic. Alright, now back to this. How many times can I say this? We can't make bad time here. In this world, time never runs out. But I still can't wait to see this Master of Otherworld you told me about. Talk about Ultimate Fighting Challenge. I have to tell you, Goku, you better not think lightly of him, or you're gonna be in trouble. Oh wow, I can't words today. Maybe if I explain. You know, I am King Kai, and I watch over the Earth, and you're part of space. But the universe is divided into 4 quadrants. There is the North, South, East, and West quadrants, each with their own Kai. But further above us is the Grand Kai. He rules over the Kais themselves. And he's also a martial arts master with a planet full of powerful fighters. I added that in there. That was not in there. Which is why I have to get there right away. Say, how about we get to this? How did we get to this Grand Kai planet anyway? You have to take a plane. It's called the Higher Plane, and it's docked next to King Yema's castle at the end of Snake Way. Thanks, King Kai. I don't want to be late, so I'm gonna see you there. Journal entry. Go to King Yema's castle. Okay, so this game works just the same as it did for Legacy of Goku 2. They updated the flight mechanics and the map. Also, they added where you can run. Which makes getting things a little bit better. And as you can see, Goku is doing push-ups. Each different sprite will do their own thing if you leave them sitting for a while. We'll find out what they do later if I want to show that off. Also, there's another thing that I do. I scan the characters just to have them in data entry at the end of the game. I'll show that off once the game is completed. It's just something for me to do. You don't have to do it, but I'll possibly do that for all the characters. It's just a habit of mine. Also, you see this bar that's to the left-hand side at the top of your screen? Well, the red will also obviously is health, green is energy, and this little box with the icons in them, those are your different attacks. To cycle through them, you mash I think it's the L button, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, the L button. You mash that to cycle through your attacks. Each of them will have, I think, 1, 2, 3. Each of them should have 3 to 4 attacks that they use. And with each attack, it drains your energy bar, which is the green bar, as I mentioned earlier. And there's this triangle thing that is next to the box with the attack icons. That is for when you want to become a Super Saiyan. Now, with that, you have to wait until that triangle is filled up. Once that triangle is full, you can activate your Super Saiyan abilities. And it depends on how much energy you have in your energy bar. Depends on how long it'll go. Now, there are certain clothes that you can equip that will make the Super Saiyan energy last longer, but you won't get that until way later. I think it's called the Super Saiyan Cape or Super Cape or something like that, but you won't get that until way later. Also, here is the status window. So each character has a level that they're currently at. Some will start at higher levels than others, but each time you level up, you'll have an experience points that you can distribute, and you can distribute them between your strength, your power, and your endurance. And you have certain items that will give you more experience points, as I'll go over later. As you can see, if you mash the L button, you'll see your journal, and these will pop up for each goal that you complete. You'll have your goals starting here, and then your completing goals will be in the next tab. And you'll get one goal per character. Here you just have options, and this is the equip section where you can equip certain clothes and waistbands and boots and certain accessories that will also increase your strength, power, and endurance depending on the character and what that item does. Your inventory here, this is what stores your food and your drinking items. And I'm sure as most people are aware, there are collectible items here, which is what your story items are. You don't have any now when you start out, but you will. You'll have a side quest, much like in the second game, where you had to collect 25 golden capsules to get a special treat for that one. But for this one, your story items will be, your side quest for this is you'll have to collect artifacts for both the Z Warriors Museum and the Hercule Museum. You'll find out about that later, but I'll be going through trying to collect as many of the artifacts as I can for both museums. Now, I've always been, I think, at least 1 to 2 items off for both museums, but I'll try and go through and find them all. There is no guarantee that I will have all of the artifacts by the time the game is completed, but I will try my best to do that for you guys. And let's continue. Oh, also, by the way, if I can remember this right. Oh, so this is the map. It shows you how much of an area is open, and also it works the same way. And this is how I'll be scanning the character, so I'll just do this really quickly. Some characters I'll try to scan because once the game is finished, you will not be able to go back and get them. So I'll try to scan them as I see them. So let's continue. By the way, again, they'll do a mini tutorial like what you just saw. To run in this game, you double tap the left or the right button on the D-pad if you're using a Game Boy, though I doubt many people are. If you're using a computer, just double tap on the right and left buttons on the pad. And let's go. Also, it'll keep running once it goes off the screen. So if you start running, don't let up if you don't want them to stop. And like I said, some characters I'll do this while I have the chance because later on I won't. So I'll be doing this now just to get them out of the way. Alright. Can I have the next soul, please? Hey, King Yemma, how's it going? Well, what do we have here? Oh, our old friend Goku. Dead again already? Goku, wait up. I'm going to have to put a leash on you. Yeah, he'll do that for everything, so don't worry about it. King Kai? How in the world did you die? Well, it's a long story. You see, no time for long stories. We have to get going. Nice seeing you again, King Yemma. Say, where's the higher plane? It's on the door to your left. Are you sure you don't want a cup of tea? No, we don't want a cup of tea. Yeah, okay, no, there's nothing here. I'll probably be checking things at random just to see if there are things here, but probably not. Alright, I'll let you through. Also, some of them I might just train ahead till we get to that point. Um, so we'll see. But I think I'll just let the area. I think I might do some grinding just to speed it up a little bit, or I may or may not. I'll see. Though, if you guys ask me to do that, I just might. It depends on how I feel. So let's continue. This is it, Goku. The plane that will take us to the Grand Kai's planet. What? How come we get stuck on this clunker of a plane? I really wanted to ride the big fancy one. Grand Kai's mansion. This is it, Goku. Grand Kai's planet. Oh, really? It doesn't look like much. Watch your mouth. Oh, I'm sorry. I guess it's more impressive than your planet. Especially since your planet was blown up when Cell exploded. Goku, don't remind me. You're a very rude man. So where is this Grand Kai? I want to see him fight. To tell you the truth, Goku, in all my years, not even I have had the privilege of seeing the Grand Kai fight. But it said no words can describe his fighting style. Wow. So when do we meet him? You meet him when he is ready to meet you. It's not something to be taken lightly. So why don't you go introduce yourself to some of the other fighters? Maybe you'll learn a thing or two. Okay, so what he was about to mention was this save circle, but I'll go ahead and do that. This is a save circle. They started this in the second game, in the second RPG for Dragon Ball Z. It functions the same way as it did before. Since we don't have more characters now, we can't switch. But once we do have characters, we can switch. I'll also use this as a switch to get more characters. Like I said, I'll be exploring to see if there's any artifacts I may or may not miss. There'll be a chance for me to come back here later, but just because I've done this so many times, I want to go ahead and get this done. So let's continue. Greetings, King Kai. It's good to see you. Hello, Libu. It's nice. Bah! I'd like you to meet Goku. He's new here. Hey, Alibu. Alibu is from Earth, just like you, Goku. Most of your heroic legends are based off of this. Most of your heroic legends are based off of this guy. He's working on his 10,000 years of training. As soon as he's done, he'll be able to train with the Grand Kai himself. 10,000 years? Does everyone here have to train that long before they can train with the Grand Kai? Well, yeah. You have to show you're perfectly qualified, or else you'll just be wasting the Grand Kai's time. I guess. You should talk to the other fighters here, Goku. You should talk to the fighters here, Goku. They might be able to teach you a thing or two. Okay, so like I said, the new thing's updated, and we'll just continue. Let's see here. Some of them will tell you about food items dropped, but I'll go ahead and I'll go ahead and answer that. Sometimes when you beat up the minions in this game, they'll drop food items and different other various items that you can pick up. Yeah, it'll just be like item drops. Also, you saw that there is a 1-ton band and a 1-ton boot. There will be times where certain players will have to be at higher levels to equip bands, because with these bands, although they make you move a lot slower, the heavier the weight, the more experience points you'll get, and the experience points will be tallied up in that bar that you see that's below the bar, below your energy and health bar. So let's get to going. I will probably do my best to cut footage which will be video editing. So I think I'll go to level 80 with Goku, but for most of this, I'll click footage. So yeah, we'll be training up until then. And also I'll be showing off some things. Like right now, the instant transmission technique is one thing that you'll need to use when you're against different opponents, because it gives you an edge. So that'll help out a lot. And right now, as you'll see, like that person just dropped some food items. As you'll see, that'll come in handy when you need to train and get higher experience points. So yeah. Also, if you do go ahead, I think you have 3 rooms that you can go in to train and level up without getting to the final room where there's the boss. So if you accidentally walk off into the final room and face Epissode, which it won't hurt if you do, but if you did accidentally face him, then no worries, you can go back and continue to train. I think the door for this is the door to get into Epissode. You have, I'm sorry guys, I'm messing this up. You have character doors, and the character doors, the way you determine which character is needed to go into each door is by the colors. Like Goku's orange, and I'll show a little bit later. Vegeta is blue. Goten is light blue. Trunks is purple, obviously. Piccolo's is not Piccolo's. Piccolo's not a playable character in this. Gohan's is green. And that's how it goes. We'll meet those characters as time goes on. But yeah, each character has character doors, and they can't break the doors until they reach that level. So if you want, the game to go a little bit faster, what I would recommend would be to grind out certain characters. Like Goku, I just might grind him out until level 80, because you have to get him to that level for a later point. But if you don't want to, then you don't have to. But that's just something I might do. So yeah, I'll probably end up, like I said, cutting footage to where I get to these levels. Although, also I do want to mention that there are certain levels that there are certain ones where you won't have to work as hard to get them, because the minions that you fight will give you a ton of experience points, especially when you're weighted down. So like in later portions of the game, there'll be parts where they're later done. So yeah, you won't have to worry about that, because there will be spots where there'll be excellent training spots. But for right now, you'll have to kind of grind it out, and it will be tedious to grind levels. That's the one thing that I guess weighted makes it easier. They never had that when it comes to the first Legacy of Goku game. You just went by points. You didn't have experience gauges, which I'm glad they added the experience point gauge, because it makes it where you know what goes on. So that makes things a whole lot easier. And also, okay, I'm probably gonna have to turn off the Facebook notifications so that nothing pings while I'm recording. or basically unfollow them. But one other thing I want to point out. Also, with Goku, he's already reached instant transmission level 2. Now, for Goku, the thing is with him, with instant transmission level 2, with instant transmission level 2, you can now scan more than one person. But the more people you scan, the more energy will be wasted. So be careful when you do that, because yeah, like you saw, it'll waste most of your energy. So be very careful when you do that. I would literally hold off on doing that unless you have like juice and stuff that you can replenish his energy with. But since you'll be starting out earlier, I would just wait to hold that off, because if not, then yeah, you're gonna be stuck without energy. And trust me, in this game, you will need energy for a lot. Like some of the battles, like when you get to Super Saiyan, it'll be a lot easier to do when you have energy. So, yeah. So just be mindful of the energy that you have. Also, guys, I will possibly be in more public places when I do this. So if you hear talking in the background, that's what that is. And 2, I will also have special guests with me. I'll be having one of my best friends ever. He's like a brother to me. Actually, he's not a friend. He is a brother. I'll have my best friend Lance with me doing this game. So sometime in the near future, I'll have him joining in on Let's Plays that I'll be doing with games. So yeah. So for the first few episodes, I'll probably be doing it by myself. But soon I will have like different various people join in with me on this, because I mean, hey, doing a Let's Play with people is fun. So, yeah, when I get to, I think, level 70 or 75, once I reach that level, I'll start cutting footage in. So, yeah, just like 4 more levels. And also, by the way, if you don't spend your experience points, if you don't spend them, then they'll add up. So just keep that in mind, which is why you haven't seen me spend any experience points yet, or distribute them yet. But if you want to distribute experience points, you can. But it's just for me, I like getting the bulk of it, the most experience points I can out of something. So like I may not use experience points until I reach my desired level. But that's just me though. That's just me. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, but that is just me. Just doing things my way as opposed to how this goes, because I mean it'll be my channel. So yeah. Other than that, this game does not have the Dragon Ball Z RPG games weren't huge on collecting items like most, I guess, Game Boy Advance games would be. This one isn't huge. Neither is the second one. Really, the only... Well, no, the second one did have another collector's item, but I'll talk about that when I do that Let's Play. It may not happen. That Let's Play probably will not happen until I finish this one. So it depends on when I finish it. I won't give myself an estimated time to finish it. So, yeah. But if I had to say that my upload schedule will not get my words completely out. If I had to say my upload schedule will probably be one video a week. Just depends on how I feel. Also, I'll do a little bit of plugging here. If you want to, guys, you can also go check out one of my great friends, Abiomi Robinson. She is also a Let's Player on YouTube. I actually kind of... What's funny is I actually kind of started this due to her. So, shouts out to my friend Abby. Go check her page out. I'll probably try to link her page in the description box. Maybe, maybe not. Hopefully she'll do a Let's Play with me. We'll see. Maybe, maybe not. But, who knows? Yeah. And, I don't know. Guys, like I said, I'll be rambling through most of this. Because, I mean, I'm just grinding out points. So, yeah. But probably, while I'm going through this, I'll probably tell the story, or tell some stories of some battles I've had with my cousins playing this game, because as you know, back in the day, you know, there used to be this thing called cable links, where if you don't know about Game Boy cable links, I don't know what you've been doing with your life. Although most people probably will not ever know about Game Boy cable links, especially since you can play this game on emulators now. And I'm not sure how multiplayer works on emulators. I don't think they work at all, unless the person just happens to have the same emulator. But then again, they'd have to grind out the game to beat it and all that stuff. So, yeah, we'll see if I can get a multiplayer match going in. But I'll probably tell a story or two about the multiplayer matches I've gotten into on some of these Dragon Ball Z RPG games, which I think this one is the one and only one that has had RPG capabilities. Maybe, maybe not. I am not sure. Actually, no, I'm wrong. Legacy of Goku 2 actually has a multiplayer match thing, and that's it for the RPG ones. Of course, you know, there's games like Supersonic Warriors, and which I'll also be doing Let's Play at some point, possibly. Supersonic Warriors and the 2 RPG games that I mentioned, and that's it. Oh, and Dragon Ball Z Tetsu or something like that. It's a weird game. It's weird, and it's not that good, actually, but I'll make it just for taste. But as far as DBZ games go, for RPG-wise, as far as those go, they are, I think those are the only few. I'm not even sure if the Game Boy Color card game is multiplayer compatible. It might be. I have to look that up and see if it is, but it just might not be. Yeah, so we'll see if that is the case. Because, hey, why not? Oh man, this is tedious. It is extremely tedious to do this. It really is. It is very tedious. Once I reach the level 75, I will cut footage, so I don't have to, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me grind out levels that much. And I'll be doing that a lot, actually. Although I won't have to do that much for many people. Probably just for Goku and Gohan. Probably not even for Vegeta. Because honestly, you can just get him to level 101 and be done with the game. So I've done that multiple times. Just gotten him to level like 101 and literally that's been it. Although there have been other times where I probably got him higher. Also, speaking of levels, for Legacy of Goku 1, you only have one character, and that's Goku, obviously. And your max cap for that game is 25. For Legacy of Goku 2, your max cap is 50. And for this game, your max cap is 200. You're not exactly invulnerable when you go to 200, but the higher you get, the less experience points each of the minions will give you, as I call them. Each of these guys will give you. Like once you get literally, I'll probably get to level. Well, literally probably once I reach level 100, they'll probably only give me one experience point. Period. So yeah, the higher level you get, the less experience you'll get. Unless you go to different other levels in the game, which we'll see earlier. Which we'll see, I mean not earlier, but later. Yeah, you'll get probably a little bit less experience points. Instant transmission level 2. Look at that, learn that. So, like I said, yeah. So I'm probably gonna cut footage right here. So I will be back, guys. Just hang tight, and I'll be back. And guys, I am back. Woo! Man, that took a long time to do. That was a lot of grinding to reach level 80. Oh man, that took a long time, but I finally did. I'm going to distribute the points right before I go fight Alibu. But yeah, I finally did it. So, let's continue on with the story. Yes, I have 60 points. That's because I literally have not done anything yet. Okay, so here's the points. Let's distribute them. I try to do it evenly, just so I can have the amount of points done evenly, but some might be above others. But again, it just depends on how you want them to be done. I just like to distribute every point that I get evenly among all of the players that I have. So that's just me. Also, I'm at my mom's house, visiting with her. I just took a break to do this recording for you guys. So if you hear noise or anything like that, that's why. So, let's continue. And I think you only need to be at level 70 for this door. I'm either 10 or 15 levels above this. Now, like I said, I will scan each of the fighters just to have them for later. Alright, let's go. See, look at that. 65. Whoa, I only needed 5 levels above this. And again, they're going to talk about the character door, but I've already explained it, so I'll skip it. Crap. Oh, cool. You do that. And also, certain abilities, certain things like treasures and stuff like that, it depends on the character, because there's certain things that only Goku can get to, and certain things that only other people can get to, so you might need your abilities for other things than fighting. Like that, just because I want to do that, and you need to do that, they'll tell you to. But, see, like this, treasures like that, you'll need your instant transmission to use, so let's do it. Amazing Goku. I once met a yard rat who used that technique. You are full of surprises, and this is only your first day here. I can't wait to see what the future brings. Paikon is the better fighter. Goku is the better fighter. Paikon. Goku. Paikon. Goku. Whoa, look at all the Kais. Hey, King Kai. Why did you shout my name? I'm having an argument with West Kai. He says that his fighter, Paikon, is the best fighter in the universe. As you must know, Paikon is the prize fighter of the West Quadrant. In fact, just the other day, the Grand Kai himself called for him to stop an uprising in Hefel. But, okay, it's... Alright, so... As most of us 90 babies know, when Dragon Ball Z came over to the West, they changed Hell to Home for Infinite Losers, which is what HFIL stands for. They changed it to that because, I mean, they wanted to refrain from religious references, and also kids would be watching this, so yeah. But again, it was the 90s. They could have said it and got away with it. Now you can't, but back then you could. That's kind of a testament to how old I am, really. The Home for Infinite Losers. I've been there before, and I fell off Snake Way. For anyone who's watched DBZ Abridged, you just got the German, or an accented German guy in your head. Just saying. King Yemma sent some evil guy down there named Cell, and he met some guy named Frieza, and they took over the whole place. Cell and Frieza, Paikon was able to take care of both of them no problem. I bet this Goku couldn't do that. Oh, yeah, right. Well, Frieza was no problem, but Cell. Never mind that Goku is a righteous fighter who saved his side of the galaxy many times. He's an incredibly strong guy. Listen, guys, a reunion is no time for an argument. This is the first time all four Kais have been together in 300 years. He's right, you know. Instead of arguing, we should prove which one of us is the best with a martial arts tournament. Did someone here say tournament? And here we have the Grand Kai. Also, I forgot to mention earlier, but these icons with the pictures, depending on if the character is upset or angry, their facial expressions will change. So that is a thing. Grand Kai. I think a tournament is a radical idea. And to make things exciting, I'll throw in a private lesson for whoever brings home the gold. I don't know, I just decided the Grand Kai is so good, so deal with it! You may be the winner of You mean the winner of the tournament gets a free lesson from you? That sure beats training for 10,000 years. The tournament will be held in my house. I'll see everybody there. Oh, in case you didn't notice, that green sprite was Paikon. Oh, look, let's save it, and let's go. Otherworld Stadium. Before I continue on, there is an Easter egg for Star Wars in this game. If you look in the crowd, I think it's either at this stage or in the World Martial Arts Tournament on Earth, there is a character that represents Agbar, I think his name is, from Star Wars. Yeah, that's one of the Easter eggs in this game. So, let's continue. And so, the tournament begins. The first to fight were Rizzle and Takuchi? I think that is his name. I'll botch that up, because I haven't seen that part of DBZ in a long time. With the Libu winning the match. Some characters you won't be able to get, though, like him. For the game. Many awesome fighters battled in the ring. Caterpie? Ha! That's a reference to Pokemon, in case you didn't know. Just saying. Also, it wouldn't matter which level you are at by the time you get to this point, because the fight with Goku and Katakuri, that's just gonna happen eventually. It's gonna happen either way. Frog and Miracle. Arqua. You can't get him either, which sucks, but still. But in the end, it all came down to Goku and Pikkon. Who will win? With Team DBZ, you know who's gonna win this. But if you haven't, I won't spoil it. This is it, folks. Here we are, the final matchup for the tournament. Competing from the west quadrant of the galaxy, Pikkon. Competing from the north quadrant, the rookie wonder Goku. May the best life form win. But before we get started, I'm gonna do this. You. Oh, great. Battery's about to die. And I'm so drawn to this. I have to. Before I get up. You're holding out on me, aren't you, Pikkon? This isn't your full strength. You're right, Goku. Impressive. Let me do that. Impressive. I've been holding back too. Yeah, you can now go Super Saiyan, and that is now an open technique for you to use. This, however, is the end of the fight. Pikkon has landed out of the ring. That means that Goku is the winner and champion of the Otherworld Tournament. You truly are a great fighter, Goku. I'll keep training and beat you at the very next chance. Thanks for a great fight, Pikkon. Minor problem. Both Goku and Pikkon violated the rules of the tournament. Therefore, both fighters have been disqualified. Huh? That's right. Goku, you admit that you and Pikkon touched the ceiling of the stadium ring in the fight? The ceiling? Oh yeah, we did. Well, according to Article 3, Section 9, Paragraph 1351 of the official rule book, the stadium ceiling is the same as the stadium floor. Because if you stand on your head, the floor is the ceiling and the ceiling is the floor. By the way, direct dialogue from the actual anime itself. Well, the dub version anyway. It's ring out, but your fight rocked. So as a bonus, I'll allow both you and Pikkon to take my private lessons in 200 to 300 years. 200 to 300 years? Great, I'll be there. That'll give me just enough time to whip back into shape. I've been too much of a couch potato to stand with these boys.